No, it's going to be the Justice Department. Are you asking them to pay you compensation for the federal investigations that happened to you? And how much are you asking
well,
for?
I guess they probably owe me a lot of money for that. Probably, yeah, that's true. That's very interesting. No, I get no salary. I gave up my salary. It's a good salary. Not as much as these guys make, but that's okay. It's a lot of money. And I don't, as you know, I didn't take it in the first 4 years. I'm not taking it in these 4 years either. But as far as all of the litigation and everything that's been involved, yeah, they probably owe me a lot of money. But if I get money from our country, I'll do something nice with it, like give it to charity or give it to the White House while we restore the White House. And we're doing a great job in the White House. As you know, the ballroom is under construction. It's going to be, they've been trying to get it for 150 years. And it's really, I think it's going to be fantastic. But we'll see what happens. I mean, we have numerous cases having to do with the fraud of the election, the 2020 election. And because of everything that we found out, I guess they owe me a lot of money, but I'm not looking for money. I'm looking for really, I think it's got to be handled in a proper way. If it's not handled in a proper way, we don't want it to happen again.
President Trump there in the White House taking questions from reporters, and we wanted to dip in here because you might have heard him be asked about a piece of New York Times reporting that is out in just the last couple of hours. A piece of reporting we should note very clearly here that NBC News has not confirmed, suggesting that the president wants the DOJ, the Justice Department, to pay him something like $230 million in compensation for the federal investigations against him, with the New York Times citing multiple people familiar with the matter. We should note here that a White House spokesperson referred questions to the DOJ. The Department of Justice has no comment on the status of the claims. I want to bring back in here Monica Alba, if we can, because, Monica, you heard the president. I believe he was asked about that once in the beginning of what we call a spray, or this impromptu Q&A, and then once again as we were live on the air there. And he didn't seem to definitively confirm it. He didn't knock it down. He suggested maybe that money would be used for charity. Help us understand some of this. And again, I want to be super careful. NBC has not confirmed this Times reporting, to my knowledge, at least.
That's right, Hallie. Now, the president, interestingly, did sort of make some broad comments about this at an event last week, kind of bringing it up, saying that it was curious as something maybe he could do and something that obviously then senior Department of Justice officials would have to sign off on. And we are talking about, again, what the New York Times is reporting, potentially millions of dollars. And the president just now in this event said, if he was to be paid out those millions of dollars, again, potentially, that he would give it away. He would, quote, do something nice with it, potentially give it to charity. So we don't know exactly what the mechanism would be to pursue this, if he does indeed do that. But this does seem to be something that's been on his mind, perhaps something he's been discussing even with top aides who we see frequently coming in and out of the White House from the Department of Justice. But he said also, interestingly and relatedly to some other major headlines from the White House today, Hallie, that we could use it to, quote, restore the White House, and we're doing a great job with the White House. But he said ultimately you'd have to ask the lawyers about that. Hallie.
Monica Alba, live from there outside the White House, following all of those moving pieces. We should note the president's wrapped it up. He has finished taking questions. We obviously have been listening in. We'll keep you posted if anything changes in the next little bit.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.